Hello, some of you. Today is December 20th, 2016. Um, the moon is in Aries. Something came out of the black hole in like October, and as of yesterday, Donald Trump is our president. Hella people died. Um, we're cool with Cuba now, and we have legal weed. Obama, thank you for the last 8 years, by the way. They were pretty cool. Um, and all the politicians that were around over the last 8 years, Franken, Joe Biden, that were around and doing stuff because they were important, and it was good that they were doing good things for America and the world and stuff. I hope that the system gets better, and I hope that people feel better, and I hope that things become better because I believe that children are the future, and if we teach them well, they will lead the way. But don't my big three things: not to be locked up again. Never, I mean, no more handcuffs. Never in the cop car. No more arrests. Number two is never sell any more drugs unless it's like a shitload of drugs and it actually helps me in life. And dude does something right, so that's like a two with a variable. So that's a maybe it's a solid two rule. But number three, never gonna do heroin. Never, never, never. And starting to filter out the people in my life. When you come back from cheating on me, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna sit down and tell me we need to have a talk. Then you're gonna go get an STD test, or you're gonna go get back in the fucking car with Harry, Mark, John, or whoever, like Lou Reed talked about, or Jeff Garrett, Eddie, whoever, I'm getting fucking sick and tired of this shit. So, life rules, part one. Today's episode is brought to you by the Mouse House, located at 2200 Suite D North State Street in Ukiah, California. The Mouse House has the widest range of adult goods in Lake and Mendocino counties. So if you've got somebody in your life that's actually worth buying an adult toy for, go into the Mouse House, located at 2200 North State Street, Unit D, right next to the wonderful Hispanic food place that they have there, and go in there and enjoy your day, and have an even better one after your visit. Let's see. I was gonna do a thing for At Games, but they didn't send me any kick units, and I think I got BS'd and rolled, and I basically had a bunch of steam up my ass. So there's that. Steam up my ass. Hot damn. I want to congratulate Flo and Eddie, aka the Turtles, or the Turtles in general, or the whole band, and I hope everybody got money from the Sirius XM's $99 million suit. There is money out there to be made on satellite radio, so I want to tell my buddies, Bodie, Buckminster, Morgan, and everybody else that I may or may not play with, hey, There's money on that fucking satellite radio. Let's dial some shit in and start controlling your copyright, start getting some stuff taken care of. Let's find a way to be able to do this stuff right. Don't give the game up, and let's not let these let playing. I mean, these venues are wonderful around here, but let's not be a boxed in kind of view. But maybe it's that I'm seeing things that I don't know about. Maybe I'm just seeing what I know about, and and then there's the reality that isn't what I see. Because that's the way that it is with Cheryl. I mean, she's clicking on the phone all the time. I don't know who the hell she's talking to. I don't know who she's doing stuff with when she goes out and goes down to the Bay Area. I don't really know if it's Garrett or somebody else. I don't know if she's tag drilling 10 or 15, 20 fucking guys. I don't know what's going on. I know that there are parties that I'm not invited to. I know that there's events that I'm not allowed to go to. I know that the financial things happen that I don't know about. I know that there's things that happen in politics that I don't know about. I know that there's a certain degree of transparency that's kind of separated from me. People kind of keep me in this little box. I'm a cute little boy, and I'm a cute little fucking bastard to keep around. I'm great for the occasional screw or whatever. But and I'm good for cigarettes and beer and a place to crash at. You know, and the guys over in Clear Lake, they weren't really shit. I don't hear from Vince Cavan anymore. I don't hear from Jeremy Bryant anymore. I don't hear from Jeff anymore, thank God. I don't hear from Garrett anymore. I heard about him. So I'm getting fucking person's STD test done soon. And mine. Uh, but yeah, the thing about reality is that I don't know what's going on. I live a different life than these people. When I say these people, I mean the world. You know, I know that there's sometimes that people don't want to see me and they don't want me to know what's going on. But if they need a place to crash, it's fine. You know, if they need a fucking place to place to crash, it's fine. If they need a, you know, if they need a fucking whatever, if they need to borrow clothes or whatever, or do whatever they need to do, it's fine, I guess. Uh, and uh, and I'm kind of getting tired of sharing Cheryl like a goddamn action figure with people, and because it's getting kind of sickening. And it's a real turn off. And that's why I don't bathe and I don't fuck her every day like I should be, as according to her requests. But my heart is now torn. I stopped eating pretty much I stopped eating till like last week for a couple of months, pretty much. I'm down to like 120 some pounds. Uh, I'm at a crossroads, or they call them impasses or intersections as well. Quite negative. Uh, Having the soccer mom pimps treat me the way that they did back in the day, and their organization, their friends, their values, their principles, was not necessarily good. And for me as a person, and my outlook, as well as my being and my entity as a person, uh, my morals got completely, basically ripped out of their footholdings, and I was basically sent on a total train ride into a mountain, like in that fucking thing that Kevin Smith died, Buckaroo Banzai, but I just hit the mountain, uh, and I had to draw a line, and instead of doing that, I stopped snorting back in January, and I feel pretty good about myself right now. I'm happy about what I've done so far. I'm sad about Dr. Zombie not selling one fucking copy because the money might help. Uh, you know, it could have helped. It was nice. It would have been nice if people would have bought it. Also, just to bump me up, it would have been great. You can still get it at my new address. That's ocm.itch.io. I changed it from Obelisk Sound .itch.io to ocm.itch.io to reflect the podcast as well as the way that things are right now. And I want to get away. Obelisk Sound Projects was originally for electronic music. Now, since my electronic music has gotten me absolutely nowhere, and my acting is actually getting me places, and yes, I'm feeling like a kid again. I'm getting back on doing stand up, and I'm doing the Spoon. When I did the Spoon, and I didn't do my call-ins, and I do these podcasts, and I do the specials and things like that I do. It feels great, and it makes me feel better about myself. And there's less inactivity. Less inactivity for a creative person is a necessity. I want to tell you that. When I was trying to get with these bands and stuff, um, and jam and stuff, and try to play in public and stuff, there's always drama thing, or oh, this club knows that you like to have sex constantly and da da da, you're a monster and da da da, and so you basically get written up as a pile of shit, and so that's something I have to deal with. And the reason why I became a sex addict is because Cheryl was cheating, and I was trying to have revenge. I'm jealous. It's kept on coming back. Look at the logic, okay? Um, I I guess there's gonna be a season 2 of Voltron. The princess is gonna need surgery after she gets done being on that prison ship full of men. I mean, all the bad guys are men. No female bad guys whatsoever. You're gonna need recon. This isn't gonna be hot dog in a hallway situation. This is gonna be toothpick in a tunnel situation with her. She is gonna need help. They're not gonna know what the fuck to do with that shit. The only damn female I think in the bad guy universe is the witch Hagar. I think they all come from Pod. So looking at this thing is gonna be like, what? That's not Dave. That's not Dave's butt from number D13. You know. So she's gonna need help. I haven't seen the new Star Wars. Um, might not see it until it comes out on whatchamacallit. I don't like theaters because sometimes they're too big for me. Sometimes I can't deal with them. But I do want to see it. But it has to be at a 10 o'clock show because I don't like a lot of people around me. Uh, and the picture is big, but I'm used to that. But it has to be a 10 o'clock show or a midnight or thing, and I have to have certain people around me. Uh, let's see. Any more reboot stuff that I can think about? David Lynch is going to be is going to be back as Chief Gordon Cole in Twin Peaks, the thing he made in Showtime in 2017. So look forward to that. Also, David does transcendental meditation things and has a lot of books, and I highly recommend his album. Something about a dream, the big dream, and also some of his comedy stuff that he wrote is really wild and off the wall. He did a show called On the Air, and it was really great. I talked about it on the Spoon a while back, and I highly recommend you looking up On the Air by David Lynch, and it's very interesting, very off the wall. It's nothing at all like Twin Peaks, and nothing at all like Lost Highway. It's completely and totally different from what we would expect as a David Lynch piece. So I recommend that completely. Please go check out On the Air. It's a really funny, goofy. There's some slapstick. There's some really wild moments. It's just awesome. Do I have to talk about another death? It's hella cool that Joe Rogan had Kevin Smith on his podcast. If you guys want to watch one of the best conversations that I've ever seen, go look for the Joe Rogan Experience with Kevin Smith, and uh, go watch that because it was awesome. Let's see. This is just um, two Texas electors voted for John Kasich and Ron Paul instead of Trump. Cool. And Tim Cook from Apple says that there's going to be some new good desktop Macintoshes. That's cool. Hopefully they should be strong and decent. That'd be great. Uh, uh, that's cool that we got the things going with Cuba again. That's good. Um, Regarding the Oakland Raiders, possible pickup in statistics and going forward, I want to say congratulations to the Oakland Raiders, and I want you guys to win. not only for you and the team, but also for the kids from the ghost ship uh, who died. And you have a beautiful town and beautiful music down there, and hardcore music and electronic music and punk music and soul music and rap music and country music and rock music and metal. And you have a beautiful, beautiful uh, East Bay. And I want the Oakland Raiders to win, not just as a team and not for the Raider Nation, but also for the East Bay music scene, and keep it real, keep it hardcore. And I want to send my condolences to everybody that lost their lives in that fire. And I know that some fucking haters probably did it because haters are haters and they do that shit. Doesn't matter if they're cops or gangbangers or fucking mafia or biker gangs. It doesn't matter. Or if they're just homophobes or Nazis. It doesn't matter. Haters are haters, and that's what they are. Criminals are fucking criminals, and they're pieces of shit. Doesn't matter if you're ISIS, fucking Norteño, Sereno, fucking Blood, a Crypt. If you fucking kill people and you steal shit and you fucking destroy lives and you hurt people's minds, or you're just a piece of fucking crap, you're just a piece of fucking crap. That's all you are. Bad people are bad people. There should be no fucking... It should just be a mark right across the board. Colorless, borderless, etc., timeless, etc. The Russian ambassador to Turkey was shot to death in a fucking art museum. We had a Berlin attack. We had an attack in Berlin where somebody drove fucking truck through people. They don't give a shit. This is not a thing that has bounds. Bad people don't have any bounds. They don't have boundaries. They can be your family. They can be your friends. They can be your politicians. They can be police. They can be anything. There is a framelessness. Bad people are bad people, and that's it. I'm glad that Martha Stewart is doing a show with Snoop Dogg. That's awesome. That's rad. I have to check it out. I recommend everybody else check that out. Even though I got kicked off of it, I still recommend that everybody try to listen to The Spoon with Robbie Wrist. It's on TMV Cafe Radio. And just look up thespoonradio.com or The Spoon with Robbie Wrist. Go ahead and Google that. He's one of my pals, and if it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't have gone to Moore Park and had a chance to hook up with Ro Ashika of the Foo family, the Foo Fighters fan family, and he's a promoter for the Rebellion Festival, and I want the Sinister Devices to get back together again and start making some music and getting loud, and Ukiah Kana wants us to be quiet, so I want to get loud. So I want to thank Roa Shika, I want to thank Spiz Energy, I want to thank Dave Vieira, I want to thank Robbie Wrist, I want to thank everybody down in Los Angeles, London, New York, and the people behind me that are going to make this thing happen. And the OCM band will happen if Sinister Devices doesn't. So, hey, that's what you get. Who cares? I know a lot of people are very busy up here in Mendocino County. It's the time of the season in Northern California, and I want to give a big shout out to Max Olivier up in Humboldt County from Flip Knife, and Bodhi Idarius from Sinister Devices and Flip Knife, and I want to try to get things together with y'all. I'm gonna get a new drummer and probably a bass player, and we're gonna work on building my synthesizer things to do. I hope that everybody's okay. I hope that your shopping season is good. I hope that you're safe, that you're around people that you care about, and you're around people that care about you. I believe that going through life being with somebody that cheats on you for more than 10 years is bad for you. And if they cheat on you for that long, they should be out of your life. And it's bad for your mind, and it's bad for your heart. It's bad for your morals, and it isn't good. It wasn't good for me, and I don't recommend it. It wasn't safe what I did, and being with Cheryl wasn't a good thing for me. And I apologize for everybody that I've hurt over the last more than 10 years during the time of her cheating on me and me losing my mind due to the fact that she was cheating on me. And I want to say I'm sorry to Lake and Mendocino counties, as well as my friends all over the world, for burdening them with my selfish behavior and my emotional bullshit, as well as all the other crap that I did. And I don't want to feel that way anymore. And if I had to make changes in my life that are big, I'm gonna have to do that, because I have to respect myself and respect my emotions as well as my mental health, because of the fact that it reflects on how I treat myself, the community around me, my possessions, everything, the world, my neighbors, everything, and women, men, everything, just everything. And people on the internet even, and video games, and just stuff, and just how I treat everything. I have to start organizing my heart and start doing things good. And there's going to be some big changes going on. So I'm just going to try to keep it together. I wish I could say some cool thing right now, but like, try to have a nice Christmas or whatever you want to celebrate, okay? And just try to be around good people. And if your family's crap, get rid of your family. If your spouse is crap, get rid of your spouse. If your friends are crap, get rid of your friends. I love you. Take care. Peace. May the force be with you. I'll check you on the flip side.